Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our lesson 2 of our course called Comprehensive Arabic Grammar Course. We will start with lesson 2, and that we will talk about Nahw. What the introduction of Nahw, we will start with its meaning and then its technical meaning and what are the different things that we discuss in Nahw. So to start with its definition, so in definition we have two definitions. One is linguistic definition and other one is technical definition. So Nahw technically means to intend of something that a speaker intends to learn or to speak in Arabic language. So that Nahw actually means to intend in linguistic. When we see that same term used in technical meaning, in the meaning of Arabic grammar, in the meaning of the subject called Nahw. Nahw, it means a science of principles by which condition of Arabic words are known with perspective of its i'rab and formation. So the two things. So we know that there are certain principles through which we know the condition of an Arabic word with the perspective, of that, to know the condition of Arabic word. And number one is i'rab, number two is formation. I'rab means the diacritical point that are on the letters, let's say fatha, dhamma, kasra, or fathatain, dhammatain, or shadda, or sukoon. This i'rab, we talk about this, the condition of it, and formation. How a letter has been formed from its origin to another letter. But in that boundary of Nahw, in the boundary of ism. So for example, like we have alhamdu, and this has been formed to hamid, or it has been formed to mahmud, and so on. So how this letter has been formed, or how this letter has been formed, what were its root, or what were its basis. So the two things, so two definition of Nahw. First, linguistic definition, and other one is technical definition. So linguistically, it means to intend, and technically, it means to know the condition of Arabic words with perspective of its i'rab and formation. This is what we do in Nahw. Moving forward, now we will talk about that the subject Nahw. There are two things that are reasoned in this subject. The first thing I'll start from here. Number one is the apparent things. Like for example, how it is apparent, like every file is in the state of marfu. So that's apparent in Nahw. Every file will have marfu. It will be in the state of marfu, will be governed as a marfu letter or marfu kalima. But the second thing that is talked in Nahw, or are reasoned in Nahw, is the hidden things. Like for example, why the file or the maf'ul is in the state of marfu or mansub. Mansub, I mean by the words that are maf'ul, and marfu, as I have already told, fa'il. So the difference between the hidden and the apparent is, in apparent, it's not been discussed why the fa'il is in marfu. It is said the fa'il will always be seen as marfu. So wherever you see a marfu letter, marfu sign, it probably may be the fa'il. But whereas in the other second part, it's a hidden part, it does not say that the fa'il will be marfu. It will talk to you more about it in depth, why the fa'il is in marfu, or why the maf'ul is in mansub, or why the mudaf ilay is in the majroor state. So here there is a more reasoning on the marfu state or the mansub state. So these are the basic things that will be discovered like in Nahw or be discussed in Nahw. And the most common thing or the important thing that we study in Nahw is we try to know the akhir kalima or like last letter. So we study the last letter behavior. If the last letter behavior is in the form of marfu or is in the form of majroor or mansoob, and why it is in these forms. So that's the main topic or main area of Nahw that we study. That's all for our lesson number 2 where we talk about Nahw. Moving on, I'll further discuss that Nahw is divided into two categories, kalima and kalam. So we'll discuss more in our third lesson. Try to subscribe our channel and spread this message throughout your friends and share it as much as you can. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.